Hello everyone and welcome back to the Cobra Corner. It's been a while, nearly 2 years in fact, but we are back and I'm so excited to discuss Season 6. Please don't watch this video if you're not caught up with Part 1 of Cobra Kai Season 6. In this video, I will be discussing a theory. Did Sensei Kreese have anything to do with Tori's mum's death? Even saying that out loud sounds crazy. We've never seen anything like it in Cobra Kai or the Karate Kid, and despite being capable of all sorts of violence, as far as we know, Kreese has never killed someone outside of his time in Vietnam. We see Kreese visit Tori in a car park where he tries to convince her to join Cobra Kai, which we see Tori outright refuse. I think that for Kreese to travel back to the valley, somewhere he is a wanted man, is incredibly risky, and Kreese knows that Tori was most likely not going to join him. So the question is, would Kreese waste all that time and run the risk of being put back in jail if all he had planned was to talk to Tori for maybe 2 minutes at best, knowing that she'd say no anyway? That's where I think there was more that Kreese did whilst he was back in the valley. Could Kreese have had something to do with the death of Grace, Tori's mother? We see Tori at the hospital where the nurse explains to her that her mother was doing much better, and she had made dinner, and Tori was looking at her family's future with much positivity. So for her mother's health to take a complete 180 turn for the worse seems all too convenient at the very exact time that Kreese is in town. Kreese and Tori have a special relationship. He knows that Tori is a conflicted individual, and he knows that Tori deep down doesn't feel like she is one of Miyagi-Do, no matter how hard she tries to put things right. And that feeling is reinforced when the only two people to defend her right to continue in her match against Sam is Johnny and Robbie. Tori can relate to Kreese, who also lost his mother at a young age, and after Johnny, Tori is probably Kreese's favourite student. From what we see of Grace, Tori's mother, her hand is making a distinct fist. Could this imply there was a struggle against Kreese? After all, we've seen in flashbacks that Tori's mum drills into her how important it is to be a fighter in this world. Could Kreese have even positioned her hand, making a fist, in a way of getting into Tori's head and reminding her about the way of the fist that she has neglected to join the Miyagi-Do? I think it's very safe to assume that Kreese did a lot more than when he was back in the valley than just visit Tori. Imagine Kreese got caught in the valley by law enforcement. That's his plans down the drain. He's probably back in prison, and his dream of Cobra Kai winning big in the Sakai Takai is gone, and everything is gone for him. He's lost everything. So to justify making that trip back to the valley, he had to do more than just see Tori. I think in the remainder of the Season 6, we will see more of what Kreese did when he was back in the valley, or it will come to fruition what things he put in place when he was back in the valley. But on the whole, do I actually think he had anything to do with the death of Tori's mum? That remains to be seen. However, I would love to see Sensei Kreese have a redemption arc. It would be lovely to see. I know some characters are just so good at playing the villain, and not all of them need to be redeemed. Whatever did happen to Tori's mum, be it a natural death or perhaps something more sinister, we will soon know when the rest of Season 6 is released. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one.